Oh boy, it's good today. Cinnamon Nut Swirl by Pears. I guess I could make a commercial for them. I've been drinking it for years. It's my favorite. I drink other coffees, but that's my favorite. That particular taste. And I don't know if all cancers, I'm a cancer, are like this, but when we know what we like, we know what we like. We kind of tend to stick to it until it's time for the next thing we like to take precedence. So, it's Friday, the 2nd of September. It's Bandcamp Friday, and people already are responding. Thank you. Please, this Bandcamp Friday idea, because of COVID when it first happened, was really, in some ways, a lifesaver. It really helped me when it was happening. It would actually help me. The sales would actually help me with bills. So please show us some support. I'll leave the link to my Bandcamp in the description box below the video. As I said, I prepared a new 21 song compilation for this. I'll play a little bit of this is an older song of mine from my second album. It's me singing. So, besides that, I put some tracks. I thought I'd show this to you. You really can't see it too well. No, you can't. But I'm really, really happy with how the CD came out. Put it out back out in 2004. I still have physical copies of this for sale. And apparently, for some of you newer folks to my channel, don't realize that I am also an artist, a musician. I do play. I have records out. This is my section right here, and this is the vinyl version. I'll go ahead and take that up. That's off of this album, Little Black Dog, Dereck number 2. This is the CD version, and then the vinyl version where I reconfigured it a little bit and used my sister's artwork. Do you have a copy of this? Besides that, I included a song from my third album on the compilation. And did I include? Yeah, I included a track also from the Flyover album, my first movie soundtrack that I ever worked on or did. And I'm pretty sure that I put a track from my album Murphy. This is yeah. So it is kind of a greatest. It's kind of a greatest non-hits. There's a couple tracks on there that I have not released before. Please enjoy, people. It's good music. Music is good for your soul. And I checked to see that people are already buying. So thank you already. Thank you so much. So I did play some of the Biomechanoid, Joel Vandroogenbroeck. This is very eerie and strange and electronic. Not at all like Brain Ticket. Very trippy. What's out? What did I play recently? Last night I didn't play a lot of music. Watched some. I've been watching this madness about ex-POTUS. Boy, he's in some deep shit. But I knew he was up to no good even before he got into office. So I've been watching that on the various news outlets, etc. But I played this. Associates. It's a 12-inch single, Club Country. Billy McKenzie, who is unfortunately already long gone. When he first hit the scene, people were talking about this is the new David Bowie. I didn't agree with that, but the man had an extraordinary voice and a very interesting countenance as a person. What's interesting about this is the B-side is one of my favorite songs by Associates, and it's an instrumental, which actually goes towards giving credit to Alan Rankin, the other guy in Associates, his partner, who is quite talented, and they work together quite well. Complete contrast, I played this last night, really got off on this. An early album by John McLaughlin, Extrapolation. 1972 is when this came out. He had just come up of meeting Miles Davis and doing Bitches Brew. And this is really excellent. Just excellent. You already hear McLaughlin establishing his signature style, way of soloing. It's awesome. It is awesome. Haven't played anything else. I will mention this again if you happen to see it, Jerry, or anyone associated. This is good. I like this. The music and the words are, to me, a distraction. I got to stay honest. But I love the artwork, and I love Jerry's work on this. I wouldn't mind hearing an instrumental version of this. No offense, Mr. John Shirley, that I've just said it very clearly. That's not what I listen for. Just to listen to a lot of stories and a lot of talking. Okay? So it's early, and let me not hurry up and leave just yet. It's only 7 in the morning here. Hello, family. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Karim. I know you two watch regularly. What's going on today? Well, one thing that I may do today is it's the BFF. It's Benson First Friday in Omaha. I'm imagining that this probably happens in a lot of cities where you'll have the first Friday will be special events here in Omaha, Benson, the area. They do a lot of music and outdoor stuff and art stuff on the first Friday. A friend of mine's daughter, who I haven't seen in quite a while, has some art in a show at the BFF gallery, and that the show opens today. So that's on my list of things, if anything, to do today. Yeah. I'm paying attention to the news, and like I said, the thing that's really has my attention is this madness with the ex-POTUS. We cannot let Teflon Don get away with treasonous actions, obstruction of all that. If you're following it, you know what I'm talking about. So, just to keep talking, what's next? This has always been, not always, but for a long time, this was a dream of mine to have my own section in my record collection that I could browse through, and then there would be me. And this is all in alphabetical order by artist and the artist's last name. So what's next to me? So I'm Higgins. There's Dereck Higgins here. And right next to me, my first solo album. What's the next thing? It's from France. Jacques Higelin. It's not psychedelic or necessarily rock. But I'd have to listen to this again. But it was someone that I knew I needed to know about and hear. So next to that is Higgins, Higelin. Next after that is, this is collectible, and I've had this since high school. I got it as a cutout for like 79 cents. I'll never forget it, because I knew when I saw the cover that I had found something. High Tide Sea Shanties. This is a great album. Tony Hill, Simon House. Folks that know this album, you know how good this is. Oh, this is really good. So that's next to me. What's next on that side of me? Jazz pianist John Hicks with Bobby Hutcherson and Walter Booker and Olympia Hicks. One I haven't played in a while. If I remember, this is kind of laid back, like the cover. What else? What else is next? Next to Higgins, Juan Hidalgo, Tamaran. This is a interesting sound work. I haven't listened to this in a while, and I would have to look this up to really tell you what it's about. But it's also on, for me, a collectible label, Cramps, out of Italy. The area albums are on Cramps. And then the next thing, in alphabetical order, is this, Heavy Gunz. Dope on Dope and Dope Dupes. This is an early attempt at stoner comedy, setting it up like a kind of like a radio show. I always like the cover. It's not really that funny, but interestingly, it's also on the Stax subsidiary Enterprise, the label that brought us the Isaac Hayes albums. So these are some interesting items, eh? Let me see what's on the other side of Higgins, okay? This is what you see approaching Higgins. What's right after Higgins? Right after Higgins comes... Okay, so the next group after Higgins is High, the High Llamas, Cladders, and a big Beach Boys Brian Wilson influence here in a very good way in their songwriting and their tunefulness. Just got a few things by them. This as some CDs and this remix, Kid Loco mix, 12-inch single. The next thing is this Japanese heavy metal band, High Rise, Disallow. And whenever I play this, I just think to myself, oh, these guys probably smoked a little too much before they made this album. I'm going to play this again today. High Rise. And the next one I pulled is the amazing pianist who, again, is unfortunately forgotten, Andrew Hill. Have you heard this album, Jazzers? I think some of you have. Spiral. It's fantastic. It's exceptional. I can hear it in my head without... I haven't played this for years, and I can hear it. The first track, Tomorrow. Badass. So there's some records for you. We're heading into the weekend. Hope it's a good one. The weather looks like it's going to be good today here in Omaha. But the weather's not good worldwide, is it? Every day there's some kind of calamity, weather-wise or mankind fucking up. So why don't you be part of the solution today? Be a good person and be loving and kind and try to be helpful. Don't be selfish and fucked up like the GOP. Yeah, I'm going to call the whole damn party out from my perspective at this point. There's not enough people speaking up and saying what's going on is madness. the ex-POTUS is not the POTUS, and he is just causing all kinds of problems for this country. I'm paying attention. Okay. Bandcamp Friday, please buy some stuff. Take care, y'all.